Giridvaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hari Bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango. Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gaurango. Jai Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hare. Patita Pavana, Gaura Hare. Gaura Hare. Gaura Hare. Patita Pavana, Gaura Hare. Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Privajagacharya Ashtottara Satashri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Srila Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Anuga ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 17. Shrunavatam swakataha Krishnaha punyashravana kirtanaha hridiyantasto hiya bhadrani vidunoti suhrit satam. Please repeat. Shrunavatam swakataha Krishnaha punyashravana kirtanaha hridiyantasto hiya bhadrani vidunoti suhrit satam. Shrunavatam swakataha Krishnaha punyashravana kirtanaha hridiyantasto hiya bhadrani vidunoti suhrit satam. Shrunavatam swakata Krishna punyashravana kirtanaha hridiyantasto hiya bhadrani vidunoti suhrit satam. Shrunavatam, those who have developed the urge to hear the message of Swakataha, his own words, Krishna, the personality of Godhead, Punya, virtues, Shravana, hearing, Kirtanaha, chanting, Hridi Antaha, Hridi Antastataha, within one's heart. He certainly, Abhadrani, desire to enjoy matter. Vidhunoti, cleanses. Suhrit, benefactor. Satam, of the truthful. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation: Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma super soul in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Please repeat. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Purport: messages of the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna are non-different from him. Whenever, therefore, offenseless hearing and glorification of God are undertaken, it is to be understood that Lord Krishna is present there in the form of the transcendental sound, which is as powerful as the Lord personally. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Sikshashtakam declares clearly that the holy name of the Lord has all the potencies of the Lord, and that he has endowed his innumerable names with the same potency. There is no rigid fixture of time, and anyone can chant the holy name with attention and reverence at his convenience. The Lord is so kind to us that he can be present before us personally in the form of transcendental sound, but unfortunately we have no taste for hearing and glorifying the Lord's name and activities. We have already discussed developing a taste for hearing and chanting the holy sound. It is done through the medium of service to the pure devotee of the Lord. The Lord is reciprocally respondent to his devotees. When he sees that a devotee is completely sincere in getting admittance to the transcendental service of the Lord, and has thus become eager to hear about him, the Lord acts from within the devotee in such a way that the devotee may easily go back to him. The Lord is more anxious to take us back into his kingdom than we can desire. Most of us do not desire at all to go back to Godhead. Only a very few men want to go back to Godhead. But anyone who desires to go back to Godhead, Sri Krishna helps in all respects. One cannot enter into the kingdom of God unless one is perfectly cleared of all sins. The material sins are products of our desires to lord it over material nature. It is very difficult to get rid of such desires. Women and wealth are very difficult problems for the devotee making progress on the path to Godhead. Many stalwarts in the devotional line fell victim to these allurements and thus retreated from the path of liberation. But when one is helped by the Lord himself, the whole process becomes so easy as anything by the divine grace of the Lord. To become restless in the contact of women and wealth is not an astonishment, because every living being is associated with such things from remote time, practically immemorial, and it takes time to recover from this foreign nature. But if one is engaged in hearing the glories of the Lord, gradually he realizes his real position. By the grace of God, such a devotee gets sufficient strength to defend himself from the state of disturbances, and gradually all disturbing elements are eliminated from his mind. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanavitam Tangsa Jivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Namahom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavati Paschatya Deshatarine Jayasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabha Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Vinod Ji ki, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai ki, Shri Shri Gauri Nitai ki, and all glories to all of you wonderful devotees who have done an amazing aspect of setting up this temple under the leadership of Narahari Chaitanya Prabhu and preaching Krishna consciousness here. In this very beautiful shloka, Krishna is being glorified as the person who is a Paramatma, super soul in the heart of everybody, who is your greatest friend. And he hears you and your deep desires. Even more than you know your own desires, he knows it first. Because he's sitting very close to you. And he's conscious about it. And he's also conscious about your trying, struggling, fighting hard against those habits, against those desires, against those situations. And he wants to help you. If you continue to get the prescription that he has given to Kathayanta shamam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Same thing he mentions in the Bhagavad Gita also. My devotee becomes attracted to hearing my stories. When that happens, then he is very safe. Then he is safe. Why? Because the more he will hear, the more he will get purified. And I, who is situated in his heart, will help him to do that. So this is a very deep, personal, friendly relationship with Krishna, which we should take advantage of. Krishna is not somebody inaccessible, too far away from me. No, he's, in this shloka it's mentioned, he's very accessible and very close and very easily available. He's come through the holy name and he has climbed inside your mouth, although you don't want to chant. And he's sitting in your heart very close to you. Then he comes as a guru, he comes as a Vaishnava, he comes as Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and his books and his institution, his instructions and his life and teachings. Now what more do you want God to do to get you to pay attention to what he says? So Krishna is marketing himself very well. Deeply, internally, externally, everything. But we are so stubborn. Prabhupada is mentioning that in spite of all your marketing, you will not get me. Like that Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur story, Lallu and Kallu. I think you know that story, Lallu and Kallu. Two guys, very difficult for the king to educate these two sons of his. They are super, stubborn. And anybody tries to teach them, they immediately find out they're trying to teach me, I'll not learn. So the father is so worried, he advertises, somebody come and teach. So many people came and taught, they said, forget it, these fellows will never learn anything. And they left. Finally one fantastic teacher came. He said, I will teach. So he started teaching them very nicely, became very friendly with them, and first he never did much teaching, just established a very good relationship. He's a very good teacher. And then slowly he started telling them how nice it is, let's go for a walk, and all that. They became playing games, this, that, and all. Then he started asking, see, the cow is going, how nice the cow is, very nice the cow is. How many legs the cow has got? It looks like it's got more than 5 legs. See? Count the legs. Then they started counting 1, 2. Immediately, Kallu saw, he's trying to teach you mathematics. Don't count. I know what he's doing. He's trying to teach you. Don't count. No, I know. You're trying to teach maths. We'll play the fool and it'll be fun and all. I know when you start teaching, I know you. So he said, birds are flying in the sky and all. So now how many birds are there? Hey, again. Every time he tried anything, he immediately found out this Lallu and Kallu. Very nasty people. just don't want anybody to teach. It's a very funny story. Lallu and Kallu were so, horrible that every time they had a very intelligent answer to give. They had, they smoked. Bedi. And then the teacher said, what is the smell coming here? What is the smell? And then he found this bedi there. Who smoked the bedi? Then he said, show me your hand. Smell the hand. See, you smoke. I did not smoke. My hand smoked. So these two fellows are so irritating to the teachers. Nobody will remain with them. The teacher also left. He said, I'll go mad with these fellows. He left. So Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur told us, some people are so stubborn, they don't want to learn. And don't smile and think that, yeah. Actually, it's talking about you and me only. It's not a story about somebody else. It's about us. Conditioned souls are like this. God does everything possible. He sits in your heart. You will not, your real Lallu and Kallu dynasty. The parampara is Lallu and Kallu parampara. Hey, he's trying to teach me. God is trying to teach me. You don't know the advantages of it. Right? So Krishna is saying, Bhagavatam is saying, Shanavatam Swakata Krishna. Somehow if you at least hear the holy name, hear my glories, my katha, little bit also, I got an excuse, a reason to give you mercy. So this is the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Somehow we make people hear kirtan, bhajan, some story, something, by giving them prasadam and giving them a good time, and they will hear. And from there their spiritual life starts. Otherwise they are very stubborn people. They are not interested in doing. So Krishna also operates in a very, very sophisticated way, in a very wonderful way. Most devotees have this experience. If you're a little sensitive, you can actually see Krishna operating. Prabhupada is a person who was openly telling people Krishna is operating in my life. He told, I did not write these books. He read his own books and he said, have you seen any author reading his own books? And when his disciples said, no, they'll write the next book immediately. He said, no, I read because these are not written by me. He said, Krishna is sitting on my shoulder and he dictated it, I wrote. Right? So I read these books because it is his book. And Prabhupada is reading the book. And other times he said, Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur has dictated the purports and I am writing it. And he said many times, read my books. Because they are not just ordinary books. So Prabhupada opened this purport by saying that the sound vibration, the topic about Krishna is not different from him. Very powerful. So Prabhupada said in his life that I have seen that Krishna is operating through me. I don't know whether I told you this before, but there's a conversation I vaguely remember of a visitor asking Prabhupada, how do you run this society? Such a huge society all over the world. From where you got this idea? How to run it and all? Who gave you the idea? Prabhupada said, Krishna tells me. He just told like that. Generally he thought, general answer Krishna is giving. Krishna is doing it. Then he was a little listening. You mean to say Krishna is telling you what to do every day? And Prabhupada said, yes. He was distributing prasadam. He said, yes. And then this man was very uncomfortable. What is this man telling? Krishna is speaking to him every day. And he's telling him what to do. Distribute prasadam now. Establish the temple here. Put the accounts here. Submit to this. What he's telling? He did not understand. And then again he asked, you mean to say that every day he is telling you what to do and you are doing according to that? Yes, Prabhupada said. Immediately his other disciples said, no, when Prabhupada said this, actually he means, he started giving a purport. Prabhupada said, no, Krishna talks to me every day. He just actually said it. Krishna talks to me and I do. He closed the dialogue. His disciple tried to give another purport to that, so that this man will not lose this man here. He'll be thinking, so absurd it is that he's telling God talks to me. He must be having some hallucinations or something. Prabhupada corrected him also. He said, no, you don't need to give a purport. I am already talking to him. Yes, he talks to me and this is running like that. So should we now give another purport for that? It's as it is, plain. I go by what Krishna tells me and I do it. It happens. The art of learning how to recognize Krishna's voice and tending to it, that is Krishna consciousness. We are learning how to. Krishna is constantly giving you, but we are not hearing. There is a much louder voice inside which we are hearing. That is our gratification voice. I want this, I want that, I want to enjoy this. That is much louder. And that for janma after janma you have been doing that voice. It's too loud. You can hear only that voice. You cannot able to hear, but Krishna is even now voicing. Sometimes we'll call that conscience. My conscience is pricking, I don't feel like doing. It's okay, yaar. After all, what is there? And you get a nice explanation for it, an intelligent explanation for it. You'll say, yeah, that's good. You gave me an explanation. So we don't hear that voice. But if you continue to chant Hare Krishna and keep hearing Krishna Katha, that voice will become louder. This other voice will dumb down. This is exactly what will happen. Today, I was talking on my way from there about, I was saying that actually we should use AI and preach. He asked me, Mharaj, is there any relationship between AI and Bhakti? I said, of course there is. Bhakti is going to use AI and spread Bhakti. We should definitely use AI. Then we were talking and he said that, there is something called, then I said, I need to do this. We were going to do a museum there and I need you to help me. You're an AI man. Then we went into talking and then he said something about prompt engineering. I had heard about it. All of you must have heard about it. So I said, ChatGPT can do this. He said, you should learn how to prompt to ChatGPT and it will give you everything. Then we were talking about prompts. Then I told him that actually everybody is working through prompts only. Everybody is getting prompted. Mostly they're getting prompted by Maya. In the Bhagavad Gita it is directly mentioned, prompt engineering is nothing new. These guys are discovering and they're prompting a machine and the machine is operating. When you also become like a machine, completely under Maya's control, with total forgetfulness of Krishna and who are you are also prompted by Maya. And it is mentioned in the Bhagavatam that in the 11th canto, that the modes act on you. You'll be wondering, where do they act? From where do they act? It comes in the form of this, in the form of, like Prabhupada means, it comes in the form of a beautiful woman, it comes in the form of wealth, it comes in the form of fame, name, all that together. How does it come? Very subtle. The three modes, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, they act on you. The Bhagavatam says it starts with the mind. The modes act on the mind. And then they act by prompting. You'll get a sattvic prompt, you'll get a rajasic prompt, you'll get a tamasic prompt. And you don't know, it is so subtle, you'll act according to that. You'll be moved to act. If you look very carefully and analyze this, it's happening to you all the time. You are also programmed by prompt only. Only that prompt is engineered by Maya for you according to your horoscope. This fellow is supposed to do like this. And that prompt will come to you. So Sattva, Rajas, Tamas in your mind and you'll think you have to do it. You have to do it. But Krishna is also prompting. When you become a devotee, he said, don't do it. There's another conflicting thing happening there. One more prompt is coming. He said, don't do that. Spoil your bhakti. Arey yaar, life was so much more simple. Only one prompt was coming previously. Now, do ban gaya prompt. And it's confusing. That means your spiritual life has started. When you start suffering, no, Mharaj, why this is happening? I say, welcome to Hare Krishna. Now you are really getting prompted and you're becoming conscious of the prompt. You're becoming conscious. There's nothing wrong. It's very good. It's very good. Now you're understanding what is right, what is wrong. There are two voices inside. And the more you read, the more you chant, you'll be inclined to hear this prompt more. And it'll grow louder. Who said there is no prompt engineering in Krishna consciousness? We are very advanced AI guys. Bhakti and AI have got already implemented by Krishna. You're already running on an AI prompt. If you are not Krishna consciousness, mano rate nasati dhavato bahi. Mentioned in the Bhagavatam, yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarver gunais tatra samasate suraha harav abhaktasya kuto mahadguna manorathena sati dhavato bahi. He is simply one who is not a devotee. How can he have any good quality? Kuto mahadguna manorathen asati. Asat, in the external, Bahi in the external, he is running the chariot of the mind. The mind is pushed by the modes. He is running that chariot. Helplessly he runs around here and there. He will have no good quality. But the person who listens to the prompts of Krishna, Srinavatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana Hridiyantasto Hiyabadrani Vidunoti Sukrit Satam. See how pakka this sloka is. It's telling you exactly, if you listen to the prompt of Krishna, if you hear Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and if you hear the stories of Krishna, the prompt will change. From inside it will become louder. The other prompt will be put down. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying this. Tesham evanukam partam ahamagyana jam tamah nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. I anukampa, out of mercy on that devotee who is struggling with these two prompts. Right? Jnana deepena bhasvata. I will light the shining lamp of knowledge and destroy ignorance from within his heart. Because he is trying to be my devotee, I will help him by doing this. So there's an active participation of Krishna in your life. You are not alone in devotional service. But the problem is, we are inclined, after so many janmas of life in this world, we are very inclined to the other prompt for sense gratifications. That is the problem. So the more and more we indulge in hearing Shanavatam Shvakata Krishna, Punya Shavana Kirtan, like we did Kirtan now. You think Krishna was not present there? Did you not feel some exhilarated, nice feeling? Yes or no? Yes. Kirtan does that to you. Wherever. Krishna is, Prabhupada is saying Krishna is present. There. Wherever he is glorified, wherever his name is sung. And it is also mentioned by Krishna. Naham tishtami vaikunte yoginam hridayeshu va tatra tishtami narada yatra gayanti madbhaktah. If you go looking for me in Vaikunta, you won't find me there. If you look inside the yogi's heart, whether he has captured me by yoga, Hatha Yoga, you won't find me there also. I am there where my devotees are chanting my glories. So Prabhupada has introduced this directly, loudly chanting the holy name of the Lord. This is our real business. To engage in chanting and you can feel the presence of Krishna. The more you are sensitive, the more you will feel the presence. Now go back to what Prabhupada said. Krishna tells me what to do. You think he is not prompted by Krishna? He is acting on that prompt. And he made it very simple. You also can do. It's not that only I can do. It is just that you have stuck. You have not fully decided to do it. The prompt is coming for everybody. Not only for Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada decided to listen to that prompt. Maybe I have not listened. Maybe I am struggling to listen. Maybe I have other attachments. In this way our attention is divided. You see? So Prabhupada is saying that once you be a devotee, Krishna will not leave you. If you have done some seva for Krishna, if you chanted his holy name, heard him, even if you go off the track, he'll bring you back to the track. He will. That does not mean that, okay, I am happy, I am Krishna conscious, let me go off the track. Because hamara zimmadari nahi. It's Krishna's responsibility to bring me back on the track. Then he'll give you one more slap. Right? So you must also know that your intelligence, your desire is very important. Do you really desire to actually be Krishna conscious? Then Prabhupada is saying, for the sincere follower, even if he goes off the track, Krishna will bring him back. Right? What is the shloka in Bhagavad Gita which says that? Quiz time. Just to check whether you are sleeping with your eyes open. Quiz time. What does Krishna say? The shloka before that. Apichet sudaracharo bhajate maam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavyah samyak vyavasito hi sah kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat shantim nigacchati konteya pratijana iname bhakta pranashyati. My devotee, he will never fail because he is my devotee. So this is the intimate connection with Krishna that a devotee has. Even if he fails, he will be successful. This is the shloka. Shloka says, he falls down also, he will become successful. Why? It's accidental. It's accidental. So this is the only university where you can get admitted and fail and come out successfully. This is very amazing. Because you are a devotee. But don't take advantage of this thing. But Krishna will, if you have a slip here and there, he will take care of it. You know, Sri Vaishnavas will tell you the story of Vishnu Chitta. In Tamil Nadu, Tondarar Adippodi Alvar. Vishnu Chitta is a very wonderful devotee. He gave up all his money as this thing, that thing, everything, and came to do very simple seva to the Lord. And he bought a small piece of land and grew flowers in it. Very nicely he was doing it, and he made these huge, wonderful garlands for Ranganath. He made beautiful garlands. And he was known for it. Every day he will meticulously do these garlands, huge garlands, and big baskets he'll take it and go and deliver. And everybody, Vishnu Chitta, my gosh, his devotion, his service, so great. So the Lord also does his leela with his devotees. But there was a prostitute, very beautiful, because Prabhupada mentioned here about women and about what happens. I thought this is a fitting example to conclude. That lady was hanging around with her friends, who were also this way, that way, and they watched Vishnu Chitta and taking his basket. Looks very nice person, very well built, handsome, and a devotee. Nobody can go near him. It's seva and it's very fixed. So the girls will say, see, look at him. You can never go near him, told the prostitute. You get no chance of you going anywhere near him. And then she smiled. She says, I know the weakness of men. Right? If I want, I can do anything, but he's a devotee, I won't do things like that. This conversation going on between them. So they all said, no, I challenge you. If you're really thinking so powerfully, it just turned into a small conversation, became a challenge amongst them. And this lady who was a prostitute, I know how to put him down. This conversation happened and it became a challenge. He said, okay, leave it to me. It's just time you have to wait for. This lady waited and watched Vishnu Chitta's habits because she has to win the challenge. She's a professional. Wait and watched Vishnu Chitta's thing and then attacked. On a rainy day, she went inside his wonderful garden and sat there shivering. And then he came out because it's raining with his umbrella and all. Then he saw, what are you doing here? Who are you? How did he get inside? He said, I just happened to go and it was raining. I just came inside for shelter. She put on her good act. She was all wet. And then he didn't think anything much. No, you can move here inside this thing, the front portion of this thing. Like that, he gave her a place. And then he was busy with his, thinking about tomorrow's seva and all that. We didn't think about that. This lady just took, I got an opportunity now inside. And she slowly did her job. Very nicely. Caught on to him. And I don't want to describe all the details, but Vishnu Chitta became enamored by this lady. First it started very less, and then she started coming every day and said, I'll help you with the garland making. Then I'll do that for you, I'll do this and all. No, he said, no, I don't need anybody. Slowly she entered. It took a long time. And then afterwards, Vishnu Chitta became mad. He stopped making garlands. He stopped growing flowers. He was inside her house. And people were wondering, whatever happened to that Vishnu Chitta? And then there was a conversation between the Lord and Lakshmi in the temple. Lakshmi is asking, what have you done? Look at your devotee. And then he said, no, it'll become all right. He's my devotee. I said, I don't think it'll become all right. You know what is happening? He has stopped to serve to you and you're saying it'll become all right. It's not all right. That's why I'm telling you. There's lots of things. I'm just making it short. And then the Lord became conscious that even Lakshmi is telling me about him, so I have to do something. So in the yearly procession comes. Now Vishnuchitta has completely forgotten everything and is enamored by her. And he is sitting around like a small servant in her house. She's telling, get me this, get me that, and he is doing all that. And he's enamored by her. And one day he fights with her. There's a big argument and fight. And then he leaves the house and he's outside in the veranda. In these traditional houses, they have outside veranda. Then there's a road. In the road, the procession is coming. The Lord came on his palanquin. And the Lord came on his palanquin, normally passes through. He stopped in front of his house. Somehow he arranged, the Lord stopped in front of Vishnuchitta's house and Vishnuchitta is sitting in the veranda. He never looked at the Lord. He was completely lost. He was still thinking about his dear so-called keep mistress. And he was worried about this, that and all. But the Lord is standing just outside. And his palanquin and this dum, everything going on, and he's moving around and all that. He didn't take even one look at him. This was the condition of Vishnuchitta. And Lakshmi is also coming. Lakshmi saw this. Then went back and said, he did not even looking at you. You should do something about this. How can you keep quiet after watching this? Lakshmi told. Then the Lord was moved to do it, and so he had to do it. So he said, okay, I think he's in a very bad situation. That I went right up next to him, just 2 feet away, he won't look at me. Big Maya. So the Lord, there's a big pastime in that. Lord will plant his golden bowl through somebody in this prostitute's house. And they will search and find out and find it is in the prostitute's house. He brings it or something and all, I don't know the details. So the house will be raided and they'll find the pot there. And they'll say, my gosh, you stole the pot. So it must be he, Vishnuchitta only. Because he's fallen so badly. And she has asked all sorts of things like that, and he will be blamed for it. And she will say, no, it's not him. I don't know how it came here. It's not you, definitely, because we don't see you in the temple. But this guy knows where is the pot and where it is and all that, because he's been serving very closely. So they made all sorts of things and put a blame on him and all that. He was in a very bad situation. Neither his mistress is with him, and publicly he is defamed as a thief, and he has stolen the Lord's golden pot. That time he went to the Lord. He had forced to go and, whatever happened to me, I forgot you. That time he came back to his senses. When he was shaken up like nothing, his reputation is gone, he's got a bad name, and suddenly he recollected, this lady came to my place. From then onwards, life has been completely changed. I forgot you, my Lord. And in this way, he offered his prayers to the Lord. The Lord set right everything, proved that he is not the thief. Somebody else is, and this and that, and everything. It was all settled. Vishnuchitta came back. First thing he did was, he went to all those Vaishnavas in the temple who helped him to come back, and helped him in various different ways. He took the dust of their feet and put it on their head. He said it's only because it's called Tondarar Adipodi Alvar. Tondar means servants, Lord's servants. Vaishnavas are called Adipodi means, Adi means bottom, Podi means dust. The person got a name that is Tondarar Adipodi Alvar. Means he is made out of the dust of the lotus feet of the servants of the Lord. His name is like that. In this way, Vishnu Chitta was brought back by Krishna because of his mercy and because of Lakshmi prompting Krishna and telling him, do it. I don't want to see him like this. So, Krishna protects his devotee. And Vishnu Chitta is a victim of a circumstance. And that is what Krishna is saying. That even though if he is a sincere devotee and if some mishap happens, an accident happens, and he is lost, I'll bring him back. Because he is a devotee. He has revived himself. In this way, if we continue to hear Shranavatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana, we are safe. And Krishna will constantly be directing you, helping you, supporting you. And a devotee gradually feels that security. As long as he doesn't become puffed up and proud. When he becomes proud, he loses it. He remains humble and he remains in a service mode. He is very happy hearing Krishna Katha, chanting the holy name, and he knows to maintain himself nicely. So, Krishna doesn't like to see his devotees become proud. Then he really teaches you a lesson. He really teaches you a lesson. Sometimes the devotee is weak a little bit and he falls. Krishna is willing to help you out. But if you're proud, then that may not happen also very well because of your pride. So humility, sincerity, and willing to follow Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's instructions will be very useful in making us successful in Krishna consciousness. And the high point of that is Shanavatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana. We should never fail to constantly hear from the pure devotee. Engage in service under the direction of the devotee. So the whole society is directed by the wonderful instructions of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. As long as we chant Hare Krishna, come up for Mangalarati, dance in front of the deities, worship the Lord, read his books, spread this knowledge to others, we'll be safe. We'll be safe. And our prompting sensitivity also will increase. And we'll be able to hear the prompts of Krishna. Om Tat Sat, Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nittai Gaur Premanande. Any question or comment? Silence reigns. You have no question or a comment. Om Tat Sat. Okay? Okay.
Thank you so much, Mharaj, for the wonderful class. The third last word, which is Vidhunoti, which says cleansing, is that like proportional to the sincerity that we have, or it will be like, how do we know that yes, the Dhunoti's cleansing is happening in our lives?
How do you know Vidhunoti Suhrit Satam is happening? Well, the fact that you've taken up Krishna consciousness is also an indication that it is happening. Step one. And the next thing is to sustain it. That you have to put your effort. There is no automation involved there. You have to consciously put your effort. So, a devotee who has discovered Krishna consciousness, he is very happy. And he indulges in, Srinavatam Swakata Krishna. And the more he does it, the more he can see that he is becoming detached from all his other habits. That is a gross indication of improvement on the level that we can see. But there are also other levels that things are happening, maybe you're not able to see much. But then you'll also know that you become attached to being in Sattvika Guna. Means you enjoy coming for Mangalarati, the morning atmosphere. You enjoy, certain things that are very sattvic. You keep yourself very clean. All these are indication that you are actually Vidunoti Sukrit Satam is happening to you. It's explained very nicely in the Bhagavatam. Tada rajastamo bhavaha kama lobhadayaschaye chetayeter anavritam sthitam sattve prasiddhati vidyate hridaya granthis chidyate sarva samshayaha kshiyate cha asya karmani drishte evatmanishware. Prabhupada quotes a series of shlokas connected. How this process is working, how this is cleansing, and how you're gradually, the devotee is becoming situated in Sattvika Guna, and then in Vishuddha Sattva, and then he is actually becoming a premi, a lover of Krishna. So there is a process. It happens. And in between, if there are some obstacles, it may get delayed. But the path is discovered, and you know this is it. A devotee has no doubt whether it is Gyan, Bhakti, or Karma, or Yoga and all. He is fixed. This is the way. But there are problems in this way also, induced by you. Because the path is very clear and very easy. But if any problems are there, it is because of you only. The Navayogendras are being told, Navayogendras are telling Mharaj and Nimi, Yanastaya narorajan na pramadyeta karhichit dhavan nimilyava netre naskale napatet iya. My dear king, this path of bhakti and devotion is so wonderful. Na pramadyeta, there is no chance of any problem for you. There is no bewilderment in this. If at all, it is because of you only. Na pramadyeta karchit dhavan nimilya va netre. Dhavan means to run. Nimilya means your eyelids. You close your eyelids and you run. Naskale napateti hai. You will not trip, you will not fall. He's describing the path. That if you close your eyes and you simply wildly run, you will never fall down, you will never trip. Such is the facility of this pathway. So if at all there is any problem, it's you only. If there's any obstruction in it, it's you. Because this pathway is Krishna's pathway of love, of bhakti, and he is completely involved in it with his devotee. So how can any problem come? Even then if the problem comes, Krishna puts you back. So is Krishna not a nice person or not? He's super good. He's your father, he's very concerned about you, he's with you all the time. But inside this world, somehow, we tend to forget it. Sad. Still Krishna is with us. He has sent his very dear servant Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and Prabhupada has awakened many people Krishna consciousness again. So we should take it and spread it and not be foolish. Shri Shri Radha Vinod Ji ki, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Okay? Om Tat Sat, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Let's express our gratitude to His Holiness Bhakti Vinod Swami Mharaj for such wonderful class, and especially on the Shrunvatamsa Katha Krishna, how by hearing Krishna cleanses our heart. Let us express our gratitude by chanting Hare Krishna mantra once loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So let us hope and pray that we get association of Mharaj again in the soon coming in, very soonly again.